This is a tutorial using Autodesk Inventor 2018 to create a flange, a piece of pipe, and an actual Castor plate so we can mount a Castor to it. At the end of this also we will send off files to be able to get to a plasma cutter. So to start off with, we have our generic screen of Autodesk Inventor 2018, and you can see it up there. And we can go multiple places to start a file. The easiest place to start something is right up here, and we click on and we get part, because the part is where we start at. So not only can we start part there, we could go new right here. Okay. The other one is under file right here. We can go new and we can go part as well. So I'll just start it from here. So there's multiple places to start from. So we start a new part. Here's our screen, our model tree, our view cube, and these are just for us for help zooming and things, but a lot of them you don't actually use. All right, so to start off with, we go with 2D Sketch. From 2D Sketch, we're going to click on the top plane. We will go into the sketch mode. From the sketch mode, we're going to do the Castor plate first, I think. So we're going to go to rectangle and grab the center point. And if you notice that what rectangle that was, if I click down on here actually, that's 2-point center. So we're actually picking the center, or our zero axis, right? So 0, 0 as in our origin. And it doesn't matter how far I go. Right now I'm just going to click, and then I can use a scroll button to scroll in and out. So I'm going to scroll out a bit because I know this is going to be bigger. And my dimension across the top is going to be 4 inches. And my dimension this way is going to be 4.5. So that is the start of my Castor plate. All right, so now I have my overall dimensions. Now I'm going to add in some circles and copy them around. So I'm going to go to circle, and I want you to watch this. Whatever you do, do not click on this line here to put a circle in place, because if I do that, okay, and now I try to dimension, what happens is if I want to offset it, okay, and let's say it goes 5, you can see how it actually, whoops, that's not what I want to do. I hit Control Z there to come back. If I go to 0.6, you can notice how it actually follows the line. And there's times where you don't want to follow that. This is called constrained right now. So it's constrained to this line. So if I was to take this dimension now and go this way, and let's say that I wanted it, oh geez, it even gives me an error right away, so we know we can't do it. So we could do it this way, but it does mess you up. So I'm hitting escape right now. I'm going to click on that, I'm going to hit delete to get rid of the circle. Now the other one is if I put the circle and I do this, and you can see the little tangent symbol shows up. So if I click on that now, and I go dimension, and I go this way to this way, and I say, okay, let's go 1. You can see that it actually is following this line. So if I go to 2, what happens? See how it continues to follow the line? You can see what's happening in the circle, right? So this will mess you up sometimes. So hit escape to get out of the command and delete. So what I like to do, knowing that you may move stuff because they're not dead center, is I'm just going to put a circle not touching anything. Okay, then I can dimension it, and our dimension is going to be 0.45. Okay, now I've done that, you can see it's not touching anything. Then I can dimension it from the walls. It all depends on what you're doing to make this all happen. So the distance away from the wall is 0.625, which is 5/8 of an inch. So if I do that one, and if I go from the center of this to here, I can also just put in 5/8, right? So there we go. Okay, and you can see it's not dead center now, right? Just know that. All right, so we got that one fixed. Next, we're going to do a little bit of mirroring. So I'm going to draw a line, and you can only mirror if you have lines. So there's my first line, and I right mouse click, and I hit OK. I go back up to line again. So I click on the center, click there, right mouse click on OK. Right? So now I can go to mirror, grab the mirror command, I pick what I want to mirror, which is up because our select was automatically selected. Then I go to mirror line, and I click on the line, and I hit apply. Now they've mirrored. Now they're both highlighted right now in blue, so that means they're selected. So I'm going to go mirror line again, and I click on this. I'm going to go, whoops, hang on a second. I guess they weren't selected, that's a lie. So let's go back to select, and pick that circle, pick that circle. Now go mirror line, which is that. Oh, I'm going to get out of this, start over. All right, let's try that one again. So I'm going to go mirror. I'm going to pick that one, pick that one. They're both selected. Click on mirror line, click on the mirror line. Now apply. Now they're actually reversed. Right? Now the cool thing about doing it this way is if you need to change anything, for example, if you want to change this to 0.5 of an inch, watch what happens. They all actually move. So it's better to do it this way versus trying to do one at a time, especially when you know they're all offset exactly the same. So to go back to that, I'm going to go Control, hold the Control key down, and Z for undo, right? Or I can come up here and go redo, and then go undo, right? So there's a couple other commands for you. And then finally, what I want to do is I want to take this here, and I want to what's called fillet it. So I'm going to go fillet, and I know that the fillet's going to be 1/4 of an inch, so I'm just going to come into here and put 0.25. And I got to go back to fillet. Sorry, I should close that off. And now I pick this line, and that line, you can see the little green show up. And then this one. And as we're still in that command, it's going to be the same thing because we're continuing to do it during this command. Okay, that means if I come up to here and go 0.25 and say, geez, it should have been, I don't know, 0.5, hit enter, you can see they all change automatically, which is kind of cool as well. Right? So to get rid of that, I'm going to undo. Okay, there's that. And finally, last thing we're going to do, really simple, is put a rectangle in the center. No, oh, yeah, we can do that. Okay, and I'm going to dimension it. And this one's going to be, I don't know, let's go 2 3/8 of an inch. Okay, hit enter. Now, I could go retype 2 3/8 and again, a couple commands, or I can just hit equals here. This is a constraint. And I go equals, and I go that one equals that one, and they're automatically the same, done. Okay, so there's my pipe, and if I wanted to put a square piece of tubing into this, probably the tubing's not perfectly square maybe, so we could round the edges over. All right, that is then finished. We can select finish. All right, and don't worry about these lines in there. They can stay, because now we're going to go extrude, and we're going to click on the actual part, and we're going to make this one 1/4 inch plate, and there you go. Okay, there is our very first part done. The first thing we do is we go to save. We go find where we're going to save it. I'm just going to save it here generically, and I'm going to call this one the Castor Plate. All right, there's part 1 done. Hit save, and we're going to stop this video because it's getting quite long, and we'll continue in the next video.